Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to VanillaTV, where tonight we have an awesome night of Team Fortress 2 action in store for you guys, as per usual. Yes, I know, it's a little bit of a different intro that you guys have heard over the past 2 or 3 days over at I-48, but we have returned. We have returned to the land of our homes, as myself and Byte have set foot in our own apartment. We're back to casting regular games. Byte, how's your travel back? Was all good?
Yeah, it was all good, man. Yeah, thankfully I went out during the night. It was all peaceful, not many cars, and yeah, it was all good. How was your trip?
It took me about 9 hours to get all the way back today. I think I was at the train station in Telford at 10 this morning.
Oh man.
And I got here at about 7. I got here about 7 tonight, so it was all good. It took a long time, but it was all good. So I'm glad to be back, and obviously, like, as soon as I got into Holland, like, this is the funny bit, obviously, turn my internet on my phone on again, I see that there's a game tonight, and I assumed I was going to cast tonight, and here we are. I assumed, and I was right, because obviously I love to cast, I love doing it, and Byte, you yourself, you said earlier in IRC you're a little bit old for this, but to be fair, you love it, don't lie to me.
Yeah, I do love it, obviously. It's just, I am a bit old, unfortunately. Old dog, as it were. But yeah, no, it's all good. And obviously we've got an exciting match tonight between WebOne and Quarantine. Quarantine trying to stay in Premiership once again, pledge. For like, I don't know how many times now it's been. It must be at least the 3rd or 4th time, that's for sure. And time again, they've managed to pull through. Obviously, rumours go, I don't know if you know, but Quarantine are looking to mix it up. So they won't be folding. But they are going to mix it up in terms of players, along with some of the other lower team Premiership teams as well, I think. But it'd be a shame for WebOne not to get through, because they've been showing really good performances in the latter half of the season. And I think Solar would probably have to play at the best to beat WebOne at the moment. I know they already beat them, but that was back then.
It was quite early on in the season, if I remember correctly. That's how long WebOne played, and obviously both of these teams have, you know, they've undergone certain evaluations in between the teams and everything like that. And Quarantine, if anything, but I think we said this the last couple of times we've casted Quarantine. They had to play Crackland, if you remember, to stay into the division. They didn't make it. But against Crackland, we saw them against BFF. We've seen them against Epsilon be 3-1 up on Snakewater. They played well against pretty much everyone, but ended up losing pretty much everything. So it was very unlucky for them to actually do well against top teams and see, like, I think damage control got smashed by all the top teams and everything like that, and Quarantine did perfectly fine, but they ended up dropping out against them anyway. It was a bit of an unlucky season for them, a little bit inconsistent maybe. But I'll have to wait and see. Can they stay in the Premiership, ladies and gentlemen? If you're wondering what the hell is going on, you can see Quarantine running around the blue, which is kritzonite, Fuo, or Fup, as he's called at the moment. Koeitje, Kalho, a Lime, and Zappis. I'm not really sure if it's Kalho or Lemon. We've seen him play as Lemon the entire season. Not really sure if he's going to be Kalho tonight, but that's the name we knew him from the season before this, when he played in Equilibrium as the Portuguese soldier. And obviously on WebOne side we have Kouna, Luzzu, zooz, pomme, droso, and Flip. And a lot of those WebOne players might be a little bit unknown to you guys, but as someone who has followed the French scene quite a bit, like I've cast at Maxlan, I've played in Division 2 forever, I know a lot of these French players. All of these guys are very experienced in TF2.
Yeah, I know. Obviously, Luzzu's one of our own here at VanillaTV, but yeah, he's been having a great time in the past year, I'd say, getting massive praise from Epsilon Nox, so to speak, as well. And yeah, it shows. So I'll be watching out for him as Soldier, upcoming Soldier. I think that if given a chance, we'll be able to shine. And obviously, we all know Flip from Punchline as well.
Yep.
Droso as well from TLR. Pomme I've seen as well. I think they've readied up. About to go live very, very shortly.
Yeah, seen to have fun, but they just cancelled out, so we're going to have to wait for a little bit longer.
zooz I've seen play a couple of times. Not traced him a lot, to be fair, but I do know of him, along with Kouna, not Kanu. Kouna as well.
But no, it definitely looks like, as
live,
obviously we both know teams, we are going to be heading off here, ladies and gentlemen. First map in this best of 3, the Premiership playoffs, have it officially is called an ETF2L Season 4, at the very end of the season, obviously, here, as we're going to have to decide who's going to stay in Prem and who's going to go to Division 1. The 9th place, or the 7th place, sorry, I should say, Quarantine from the Premiership versus the number 2 of Division 1 of WebOne. going up against each other. Pomme is getting the first frag in his face, as Pledge and Byte are going to commentate this here for VanillaTV.
And already, WebOne taking down Zappis and Lime, and now they're in a bit of trouble here, Quarantine, but it's 4 versus 4 of them, but they're all really, really weak, Quarantine, and they are going to have to drop out here because they are just too weak to stay in. Fu takes down Flip, and Fu doing a really, really good job there of staying alive now, and it's a stalemate situation here. 3 versus 3, the only difference is that WebOne have CP3 at the moment.
Yeah, CP3 getting put up there by WebOne. First minute of the game going to them. Both medics still alive here. Should not be a problem for either team to just gather up and see what can happen. A little bit of an adjustment. This Flip is not the one from Punchline Byte. It's not Flippy. As we all know. It's not the same guy, no, actually. But we're going to have to wait and see now. Ubercharge get both picked off there. Kouna, no problem. She's going to be able to jump... walk out of there, both Ubers get exchanged, and now comes the roaming soldier job. What is he going to be able to do? Pomme is going to be the guy to probably go in there at some point. He's trying to make a play there in that house area, while luzzu and kouna staying a little bit defensive. Now coming around, sees the stickies on the wall though. We might go into another stalemate now. Here we go.
Can he get the down man? But the soldier needs to be taken down very, very quickly. Gets a nice rocket onto the down man again, but they are staying as a unit here. Down man's not able to get any rollers on any of them, and that soldier's in trouble, but he does get out in time. luzzu doing a really good job there, rocket jumping away. So they are a player down here at the moment. What will Quarantine do? Quarantine will surely be smelling that blood and saying, guys, get in, and that is what has happened because luzzu was already weak. However, Flip takes down Kalho, and there's a scout at the shithouse, and in fact Droso and Flip are going to create havoc here, and Droso and Flip do a really good job. They're taking down kritzonite, and they have a full Ubercharge advantage here. They need to be careful here, not overextend. They forced it, and if Fu can stay alive, which he does...
Yeah, he's going to grab the health back, he's going to go towards choke. And obviously with both scouts, Droso and Flip, they ended up going in first. Did a fantastic job, but without the capping power, it's going to take a while to cap off this middle. There's a very solid advantage though. zooz on about 20% advantage, more or less, to the kritzonite. Kritzonite's Uber's going really quick. I'm going to double check this Byte. No, it is the regular medigun. I did have to double check. I have to wait and see. The pressure for WebOne is coming out. I doubt they're going to go all in onto this one though. They're going to try if they can get a pick or two here and there, and then probably push on to get some cap time. Here we go to the medic though.
By Kalho. That was very nice. And that soldier, both soldiers about to go down. Koeitje and kalho doing a really good job there. And now they're in trouble here, WebOne. They need to start thinking about getting out. If they can get out, all 4 of them here. But they can't. zooz goes down. zooz was in the wrong position. I think he overextended a little bit and should have maybe been towards choke there. And unfortunately, he's gone down. And it's all up to a pick now. I'm not sure. I'm trying to take a look at where Pomme is. Pomme is... Warning actually. No, they're all behind. They're all up on their point now, CP2. And jump pad is stickied now by Kouna, the downman for WebOne at the moment. If they get a pick here, Pledge, obviously with the scout, then it's a great pick because obviously it will slow down them capping. But they are pushing second reset at the moment, and Flip goes down, and he was sniper. Have they seen the stickies? I don't think they've seen it just yet, but the downman's about to go down here, unless the soldier can't aim for him, and he can. Kalho takes down Kouna there, Pledge, and that soldier on the point is in no man's land. He's going to get picked off, shredded to pieces, surely.
Pomme's going to try though, gets one rocket. He got one rocket onto kritzonite. He actually forced it as well. I don't really know where kritzonite forced it. I don't think there was any way that he could have got that second rocket off, but he ended up forcing it. That was great play, and it's a 6 versus 5. Gonna try and put some pressure. It's technically a 5 versus 5. koeitje only just spawned. They're gonna try and pressure through this though, Byte. Left hand top side as Fu comes in.
Doing a lot of
go
damage.
Down immediately. Yeah, good defense here.
That was very unlucky. Fu doing a lot of damage there, but kritzonite goes down as well, and Fu is still very, very weak. It's all up to the scouts here. They're going all or nothing here. The medic goes down and drops! The medic goes down and drops. He definitely had it, and he drops. He didn't realise that koeitje could just come in there and do a meat shot. He did 2 meat shots there. Put down a medic instantly.
Gonna be tough for Quarantine to try and hold this one though. They're only just moving around that choke area, and Droso Flip both standing on top of that point. Any sort of trying to jump down, as you can see, gets juggled in midair, no problem whatsoever. Gonna cap off the point. The question is though, can WebOne make sure they don't lose any players? Kouna needs to stay alive on this one. He might not do 12 HP. Barely gonna be able to stay alive of that one. It's not too bad of an exchange so far for either team, but WebOne playing it very safe. Gonna drop out of that one. It's probably the right move to do as well, Byte.
Yeah, no, unfortunately the downman Kouna didn't successfully jump out onto the point. He hit the roof or something, so they just gave up after that because he was very, very weak. Like you said, he needed to stay alive for last, and he does now. There is a slight advantage to Quarantine, you know. If they push with double scouts here, they're in trouble.
Let's wait and see what exactly is going to happen. About 80 to about 100% Byte.
Looks like
a little window here.
Looks like, here we go, told you, the scouts are coming in here. What can they do? And the heavy is the meat shield. They will have this in time. They definitely will have this time. They need to be careful of the point there. There's a scout onto the point, and the stickies need to be blown here by the Doman. Doman is sticking the point here. He is top right, but no one's actually focusing him at the moment. And they are now, and someone else gets onto the point, and the Doman was the focus there, Pledge, and everyone else got onto the point there. Well played to Quarantina.
Yeah, you need to either stay on the high ground and focus the Doman, or not focus him whatsoever and kill everything else, right? Like, you need to go either one, but what they did is try to focus the Doman from the low ground, and obviously in that scenario, you're just going to get spammed to bits. Exactly what happened. Quarantine is going to pick up the first round. WebOne did win that first middle, keep in mind. Can they do it again?
Let's take a look now. Oh, Nasoldo goes completely aggressive. Looking like he was going to go onto the balcony. He gets picked off straight away. Pomme trying to be the distraction, the paranoia effect, but it looks like they're getting dominated here by Quarantine. Fu is all over that point saying, you know what, can you back off here? And they're still not backing off here, WebOne. They still think they're in for a chance, but it's 4 versus 3. I don't see how they can win this, and the scout is very, very weak, and he actually goes down to a lovely sticky by kouna there. It's 3 versus 3, and kouna is saying, this is my point. But the scout puts off that scout chasing the Doman, and they're actually still going to push forward. This is brute strength here. This is very Broder-esque, should I say, saying, no, this is my point.
They're making it right. They fell back at the right time. Like, if they would have pushed right there, it would have been a 5 versus 3. You really don't want to have that, because obviously Quarantine had the forward spawn, got a couple of people coming into the fray earlier than obviously the WebOne players did. They need to get all the way from back spawn. It takes a little while for them to get there. Now it's 6v6, exactly what we saw in the first round, only the other way around. Let's see if WebOne can defend as well as they could attack last round. As right now I'm looking for an individual play, but so far I can't see it happen. Byte. It looks like it might.
Here it comes now.
It might be Lime here. Yep.
Here we go. Can he get the medic? Can he surf it? He does surf it. Oh, he drops. He drops. Zooz drops again. That's a second drop. Lovely shot by Lime onto Zooz. Zooz was like, no way should I be forcing this. No way, no way. But you've got to use it, even if your team are in the wrong. And Pomme goes down, and they haven't actually forced this. There's no force. This is kritzonite's experience coming through. Oh, there's a scout behind. He's going to have to use. That's well played by kritzonite. There's nothing he could do there. He had to use it, and very well played by the scout. They may try and stop this. I'd be very, very surprised if they do. No, they won't. Zooz needs to step up his game here, please. That's 2 drops within 8 minutes almost.
Yeah. It's not a lot. It's not a lot of good play coming in from him at the moment. Obviously, he might have thought that rocket would not have hit him. Now kouna goes down on his own. That is not a good situation for them. As now it's a 6 versus 4 with a Devilman lost. Quarantine's just got to walk in here, brute force it up, and against a team without a Devilman, that is no problem whatsoever. And Quarantine showing why they were the team in Prem last season, and they want to stay there, Byte. They really, really do.
And that's just amazing in terms of skill factor from obviously getting into Prem and then being the top of Prem. Quarantine just shining through at the moment with just all their Premiership experience. Doing a really good job here, and you can see the Soldier's gone completely aggressive, but he is going to be shut down a little bit, and he is so weak. Lime will go down shortly. Does he go down? I'm not sure where he is. He's underneath on 8 HP, but he gets taken down by Flip. That's actually very well played by him for listening to the team comps. WebOne do have an advantage here, Pledge. As long as they don't die here, they've got an advantage. You just need to be careful, get some heals, and then go in. But luzzu goes down, unfortunately. But koeitje goes down. This point should be theirs. WebOne will be saying this is our point, surely.
4 versus 3, here they come. Byte double scout across the point, immediately putting down the damage.
And
look at that, Fuo catching all the spam. He is going to have to get
Medic
forced.
doesn't have it.
zooz doesn't have it anywhere close, 94%. But no, Quarantine is not realizing yet that zooz doesn't have it. And Fuo is going to end up getting taken down. zooz looked all the way back. He's going to come back into the fray. They have a full uber advantage to work with. Lime's going to be the player to watch right now. He's going to be the guy jumping in, trying to make a play, trying to get an early force down, because it kind of needs to happen. But even if that does happen, the odds of them actually defending this Spire are so slim. Here comes Lime.
Yeah, now he comes in now for the back cap, and there is a scout on the back cap here, but it's not going to be enough because there's a scout putting him off here. And it's Droso versus koeitje, and koeitje being pummeled by Droso with the pistol.
So Quarantine going to try and hold this one.
Last.
Yeah, there's an Uber on last there, but should be no way, right? If they play this out correctly, Fuo is going to get 1 pick, but 1 pick not going to be enough against the storming Frenchies coming out on the red side. 2-1, and we might have a game on our hands. Quarantine, they overstayed their welcome in middle, I guess. Like, it was a 4 versus 3. They could have dropped out of that one earlier. Decided to stay for a little bit longer. May have been a little bit too aggressive on that one.
Yeah, at the moment, Flip is top scoring with 11 kills, along with Kalho and Kouna. So very much even at the moment. And that scout, oh, Lime gets absolutely focused straight away. And it's 5 versus 5 at the moment. But koeitje goes down, luzzu goes down. It's 4 versus 4. It's always a stalemate situation here at the moment. And Fu goes down though. Devil might go down here. Zappis does a great job. Obviously, with renowned as Zooz needs to get back to him. Oh, well played. It's 2 versus 2. Interesting situation here. Is he going to go for the medic?
Oh, Kalho needs to hit his shots, but to be fair, let's see. Oh my god, is koeitje actually... He's hitting every single shot so far. Actually, not koeitje. Wrong player. So it was Flip, I think.
Yeah,
He's been hitting every single shot there. Forces that Uber out pretty much immediately. Flip hitting every single shot there onto Kalho. That could not have been feeling good for him. Are they going to be able to fight this one off? Now the Uber comes in. Kalho gets taken down. Everyone from WebOne storming the point. And look at Quarantine trying to back out of that one. They might be too late, though. So much pressure all over the place. It's only 32 HP. Ron Rocket will take him down.
Oh.
Kritzonite now at half health. Kritzonite drops to the floor. Fuo goes down as well. And the French completely ruffling through here, Byte.
Flip just carrying on where he left. Did you see that? He just like forgot middle and went through the round through Haunter or from second reset, but I went behind and just me-shotted everything. He's on a man on a mission here at the moment, player. Doing a really good job. He's still in here. Oh no, he's not actually. That's not Flippy. That's Flip. Sorry. That's Droso at the moment, pushing them back. It's 3 versus 3. But both medics could go down, and now Kritzonite has a slight window. I'm gonna see if zooz goes crits. No, he doesn't. I would have gone crits there.
Well, I guess, but he also realised that obviously Kritzonite spawned about 5 to 10 seconds earlier than him. So if you go crits, they might still have that Uber. Not to mention if they have crits, you just die automatically. So I guess it's okay. Like there's something to say for both sides of the coin here. There's about a 25 to 20% or so disadvantage on the zooz. That is something he can work with, but Quarantine is definitely going to push. They realized Kritzonite spawned before him. They started building that as soon as they could. They're going to be knocking onto this middle store here. House.
They might not have this in time though. They need to get a pick here somehow, but they forced it though, players. They have forced it. That's actually a good thing. And they can always concede this middle. Oh, they're not going to concede it actually because there's a sticky trap up and Fu goes down. That's beautifully played by Kouna. Kouna getting 2 picks there along with Fu and Lime. That's beautiful. And they haven't actually used it. The medic might need to use it. Scout on him and he's dropped again.
Third drop? Are you absolutely serious,
zooz.
Zooz? The pressure's getting to him at the moment as he gets 3 drops, but still his team manages to pick it up. And if you have 3 drops as a medic and you're still only 2-1 down, capping into the 4th round of the game, then to be fair, your team is not playing bad whatsoever. They just need to work with the advantage that they have. Zooz might be a little bit too risky. His trigger finger might be a little bit off here, Byte.
Yeah, no, that was, I've got to say, just looking at that, I'll come back to what you about Zooz, but Droso did a really good job there of dodging around that dome man, and Zappis actually goes down trying to recap this, and there's a soldier onto the medic. It's going to get Kritzonite. Kritzonite's very, very weak. Oh, but Fu goes down as well. Yeah, there's no way Quarantine can cap this. I'd be very surprised if they try to. No, they're dropping out completely.
Yeah, koeitje was still in somewhere. He got double teamed there by Droso and Flip though, and I really like the partnership Droso and Flip have going on here, Byte, so far. Flip seems to be hitting every single shot he gets his hands on, and Droso, as experienced as the guy is, obviously he can sort of walking around, make sure he doesn't make any sort of crazy mistakes, and the aim and the teamwork between the two seems to be working reasonably well, and Zappis and koeitje is a duo we've seen do well the entire season, so it's a great matchup so far. Here comes the Uber though.
Yeah, I was going to say, he popped very, very early there, Zooz. Just so he didn't drop it again, bless him. He's not having the best of days, but it's fine. He's still participating and doing a really good job here with the healing. So he's just having a bad day at the moment with the Ubers. I think they're gonna have to concede this. There's no. Oh wow, that's a nice pick. That's one nice pick, but I think the soldier's too weak. Surely, no, he's not actually. They're gonna try and hold this. I don't blame him because they are. No, they're dropping out. Yeah, they're outnumbered. Player though, you know.
Yeah, it was a good effort. I believe. Just like Flippy,
Soldier's in, sorry.
Oh, here we go. No, never mind. Yeah. Oh my god, the great play again. Flip and Pomme doing absolutely massive damage here as the French are just smothering Quarantine at the moment here. 5 versus 3 scenario. 1 extra goes down. Might actually rush last here. Let's keep in mind though, Fu actually did go down about halfway through that fight. He is going to spawn. Might be able to lock him out, but this Spire, no way for sure. That's WebOne is not going to take up this Spire. Here we go. They're going to pick it up. koeitje gonna guy. He's done that very often throughout the season. He's going to keep doing that. Zappis probably sniper. Exactly what we're going to see happening. And zooz, are you going to Uber through? He is going to Uber through a little bit early, but it's fine. Completely solid. They're probably going to pick up the point unless something magically goes wrong. Fu gets a double on both scouts, and I cannot believe this, but they might be throwing it.
Maybe it's all up to the soldier. So what can the soldier
still
do?
200. Kouna is still 200. He should be able to pick this one
Yeah,
up.
he
Yeah,
does.
there we go. Well played to him.
Yeah, no, that was a very, very good round there. Team syncing there was absolutely sublime on that push there. Played that choke. I don't know if you saw it. That was really, really nice. Soldier jumping from Haunter, and then the other soldier jumping from choke at the same time, along with a scout, and just ripping kritzonite to pieces. Literally, all his limbs were everywhere then.
Funny thing about the stats, though, I think this is the third or fourth round already that Kouna has been topping on the damage per minute board. So he's been having a very good job so far, helping his team out where zooz really is. And Pomme goes down first, Zappis kills him off. As Kalho comes in with a beautiful double there onto Droso and zooz. And Kalho even gets the triple there, taking down luzzu. Lime helps him out as the soldier buddies get 4 kills between the two of them.
Soldiers behind him, Kouna. Don't know if you heard it. Kalho getting 4 kills there, and that Kalho raging, absolutely raging at the moment.
Yeah.
Too keen, and he's like, you know what? I know you just got around and made it 2-0, but we're going to try and get this 5th round and make it 3-2. And they do have a full Ubershot advantage. A pyro would be really useful, and that is what Flip is. He's going to get there in time. He needs to be healed. He's going to get owned, surely. Oh, maybe not. Maybe not. Yeah, he does go down. However, koeitje does go down, but there's no stickies on the point. But the heavy does drop down. And
I'm a little
it's
bit
2 versus 2.
surprised.
It's 2
Why
versus
did
2.
he drop down there? I don't think he had to bite. Here we go. Look. I love it always when it's like you're 2 versus 2. Everyone is kind of out of ammo, and it's just like, well, let's just go and kill everything. Seems like a good strategy to me. Kalho dominating that board. Look at that. 1.2 minutes in total did that round cost, and he is topping that board with almost 1,000 damage per minute, because obviously picking up those 4 frags on middle whilst doing massive amounts of damage. As a soldier can go really quick.
And Soldier's gone aggressive again. The scout taking a lot of damage at the moment, but I think they're in trouble here, Quarantine, because they have overextended, and they can see Lime, Fishy, and Fu all going down, and now they're in trouble. They should all get wiped here, except for the soldier, maybe. Soldier is the only thing. Actually, no, he's going to get wiped as well. Wow. WebOne with an absolute great reply there, and only losing Pomme in that entire thing. They don't even have Uber pledge yet.
No, to be fair, it doesn't really matter at this moment in time. They're going to wait for Kouna to sort of drop off from there. He's going to get healed up. They're probably going to go main. It's not going to take for long. Zapp is not going sniper. Okay, he is going sniper.
NG.
And Pyro is going to go for koeitje.
So much multi-Uber. Pyro goes down instantly. That could be a good thing, though. Dickie's on the point, and Soldier sacrifices himself, and a medic should be told to get onto the point here, but
they need to get full Byte. Like, seriously, they didn't take him down throughout that entire fight. It is a 3 versus 2. Can Kouna do anything there? No, he cannot. This one soldier now comes in, gonna try and get the picks down. That's not gonna happen. And great shots. Again, you need to, if you push in that aggressively, if you leave the demo just be, you're just gonna die. That is probably the way it is.
Trying to kill kritzonite there, trying to go for the meat shots, and he gets the medic! Luzzu going absolutely huge, and the Demo Man has just saved the point. They are 4 down fresh. Demo goes down, lovely pipe by Kouna there onto Fuo. Where is Kalho? Kalho is the only guy who can really cap this off, and he's taking it. That was brutal. That was, as you just said, brutal. It looked embarrassing, but to be fair, that was not his fault. A quick headshot and a rocket jump, and that's how you would kill yourself.
He tried to like jump up to the top of the point, and as he did that, he got headshotted. Oh god, that looked hilarious. All plays to Droso making that headshot happen and providing us with lots and lots of laughs. And we're going to go into the 7th middle. So for middles have kind of gone both ways. Hard to predict, but it really depends on if the roaming soldiers or the soldiers in general from Quarantine can get their job on. Lime not jumping in. Going to defend against Pomme first. Now comes in. Very, very, very weak here. As Lime gets taken down. That's both roamers down. Fuo drops to the floor. Flip comes in. As Flip gets a double massive meat shots all across the players from kritzonite's team Quarantine. As I saved that one just barely from being an absolutely disastrous bridge. As WebOne's going to be able to pick this one up. Going to go into Spire. No problem there whatsoever. Pomme is going to go to Spy. Not to go Spy, but he's going to go to Spawn Switch, ladies and gentlemen. Don't get excited just yet.
Yeah, obviously Pomme is only with is bottom fragging at the moment with 6 frags, but the reason I'm bringing this up is because Pomme is the distraction. I don't know if you've noticed, he's the one that makes the room for the team. Everyone focuses on Pomme. Pomme goes down after like 5-6 seconds, but then the Dome and the scouts are already already over that point there. So he's doing a really good job in that respect under team play. So they Ubered in there, Pledge, and they lost the down man. However, the heavy goes down on last with Pomme going spy, as you did call it. Well, they didn't actually switch back.
No, I guess not.
That's a really good pick, but I don't know if you saw that, but Flip taking down Zappis is a huge pick.
That's actually, like, a lot of people don't realize that, actually, but it's good that you touch on that. Like, get one pick on a scout that can cap your second point, and it pretty much completely denies it straight off.
Exactly, yeah. No,
Here we go, actually. They're going aggressive by...
I don't blame them. They don't even have it. Why? I don't see why not. They are minus a player still. They should really be pushing and trying to go a different way. Scout does go down. Koeitje tried to force them back there with the meat shots, and there is a soldier. Has anyone seen a soldier? Oh, he's going for the point! Unbelievable. And now there's confusion all over this point here. There's going to be, so much confusion, and this is going to be WebOne's for sure. No way Fu can do anything here, and that was absolutely beautiful. And it's 4-3 now in favour of WebOne.
Yeah, it's a match hard to predict, isn't it, Byte? Like, it's 4-3 at the moment in favour of the French from WebOne. And that was, wow, that was one hell of a quick rollout from Kouna. Look at that! How fast the hell is he going? He's going to reach that middle almost as fast as Cadus usually does. Probably going to get an advance out of that. He did get a little bit low health, so he's going to go balcony. But he was on middle super fast. That was well played. It's tough to predict this one. A lot of spam all over the place, Byte.
Indeed. Oh, there's a scout on the medic. No one's seen him. Oh, the medic's about to go down, surely. Yeah, he does go down to a roller. But Fu and Zappis takes down Pomme, and now they're in trouble here. And yeah, they're going to be wiped out. Although they are 1 HP here. Oh my god, none of Quarantine there died. And they are going to take this point for free, and they're just going to reconvene. It seems like Quarantine can come up with a reply every time when they are down around. Oh, the demo just gets Zappis down. Zappis thinking a meat shot, 2 meat shots will be enough to kill him, and unfortunately the second one didn't go off in time. All the stickies killed him.
I think I've already seen about 1,000 of those scenarios where you rush the demo and he kills himself on his own stickies. That didn't happen either. Double engineer, at least for the time being, as one of them is going to switch out. Flip's going to pick up heavy weapons, guys. Droso's build up that level 2. So far on the top right-hand side, just blocked by that pillar.
Top right, they've Ubered.
Obviously seems a little bit weird, but it's unspammable. Here we go. It's going to take a little bit of time. And zooz obviously doesn't have that Uber, and they use the heavy and they use the sentry. The sentry has not fallen just yet. How the hell is that sentry still up? That was well played.
That was very well played. A combination of a pyro and engineer on the same path where it's looking at, that's lethal. Leaving the soldier no chance. And they are 3 players forward here. I say forward as in back. So they should be pushing up here, WebOne. And there is a scout on the spiral waiting. Engineer's actually going for the spiral. This is going to be interesting. And there's an engineer helping him.
I cannot believe that. Droso, no time to switch. Might as well play engineer. He's just going to build a level 1 on top of that point.
Zappis sniper, they've actually Ubered.
Yeah, let's see. Kalho, like the one thing I'm curious about, like you see the players coming out, but Kalho's sitting inside. He's still building sentries all over the place. This is the new low res. That's what I think it is. Just he saw the strategy this weekend, Byte. I think he saw the strategy. He was like, I can do this.
Yeah, no, this is going to be interesting to see what happens here. The stickies there, stickies there. No one's seen the stickies. Stickies. Oh! And that's 2 players down. They've lost 2 scouts.
Yeah, they lost. They're kind of capped. They're kind of capped. No way. Like, guys, this is the way it is, right? You can push all you want. You can have an Uber advantage all you want, but nothing actually happens, right? Like, you can see they took around the spire, they kill a player, but then they die. And that's exactly what happens right now. WebOne's just going to play it a little bit slow.
Oh,
Point is never going to get capped. Lovely air shot by the soldiers there from WebOne. I think it was luzzu hitting that one out. And they're just going to move on forwards. And Zappis, the only thing reasonable. Koeitje's hiding at shithouse, by the way. He did get spotted off. He's probably not going to be able to pick up that frag. Joe's only 13 HP. How much is Zappis going to be able to do? He's doing the only sensible thing at this moment. That is try and drop zooz again. For the 4th time this map. Is it going to happen?
It's going to happen. Oh, it's
okay,
it gets him.
It is 4. Right, 4 drops in an entire map to a spy. Not that big of a shame, now is it though? But like,
no, it's not. No. Obviously, we're not trying to pick on zooz here, unfortunately, but he's just not having a good day at the office. In fact, you know, Zappis missed his first backstab, didn't he? And he got a second chance. Got a second bite at the cherry, and Pomme tries to go forward, tries to take down the medic, and the medic has to go down. Oh my god, this is going absolutely huge! Quarantine just lost 4 players.
God, I cannot believe this, how well Flips especially, but luzzu and Pomme's aim seems to be absolutely on par. With combine that with the stickies and pipes from Kouna, that seems to be landing everywhere at the moment. It's giving Quarantine such a tough job to actually cap this one off. And we saw this the entire season. Quarantine does well against all the top teams, but against the lower teams, they struggle as well. They don't get any clear wins, and this map, this entire best of 3 is going to be the exact same. Byte. Look at the Spire fight. It's going all over the place. Flip goes into the medic, gets one on him. He's not going to be able to land 2, it looks like it.
Oh, he gets out. He gets out there, surely. Oh my god, Flip's still alive. Look at this. He's getting... Oh my god, Flip is just amazing at the moment. Absolutely solid. They've got nothing on last. Just go for last. They've got no chance. They all died in...
Zappis are running back, but I can tell you now, a giant Pumpkinhead cannot defend the point against 4 Storming Frenchies, as they're going to be able to cap that one off. 5-3 now, in favour of WebOne. And with obviously 4.5 minutes remaining, time is starting to tick here for Quarantine. They don't have a lot of time left. They need to make it happen now. Obviously, Quarantine, the team from the Premiership guys here in ETF2L Season 14, powered by Twitch.tv. And going on to this middle, they're going to need to make it happen. About 2 minutes per round, easily doable. But it's tough against a team as well playing as WebOne.
Yeah, no, they are going to have to come up with a reply, but koeitje goes down. Looks like they're getting frustrated already. They need to be careful here. They are overextending here. And zappis has to go down. The soldier's too weak to do anything. The only one who's got real health, in fact, none of them have real health except for kalho. Kalho takes down Flip. Can kalho do anything else? Tries to take down that soldier. He is... Boo is very weak. Kalho takes down the soldier. What can this demo do? It's all up to the demo. Medic, slice him! Oh, that's well played. Zooz redeeming all his Uber drops with that. That was very nice.
Yeah, I don't care how many Ubers he dropped. Even if he would have dropped 15 Ubers this entire game, that Uber saw made everything right.
Well, yeah, because it's just bought some time, hasn't he? Now that's the thing.
That's it. Like, to be fair, I think as a medic, like I've been playing a lot of pickups like the past time, and obviously I played a lot of public yesterday at I-48. Killing a soldier who's running really fast with the escape on is the best thing as a medic. I'll tell you that right now.
Yeah, no, obviously I've been there and done that. It's the most pleasurable thing ever, especially because you know you've got Uber or closer to Uber. And WebOne, Quarantine completely dejected now. They know they've lost this. I don't think they can come back from this at all, and they know it as well. There is a scout on Spiral. There's no way he's going to stop that as well. And zappis goes down, and the soldier behind. Doesn't make a difference. 6-3, and I'm sure GGs are going to be exchanged very shortly.
Pretty much GG. Past 5 minutes, 5 to 10 minutes or so have not been good for Quarantine here. They've been making mistakes where they really shouldn't have. And that's something we haven't seen from Quarantine this entire season. Maybe this whole sort of reform is already playing in their head. I have no idea. But even if they reform, they're going to have to deal with a spot in Division 1 fight. If they lose this one, they're going to have to try and play for it. They're going to have to try and play for it now. This is a fast middle, though. They have 2 very quick picks. Zappis goes down, though. Koeitje's going to have to stay alive. He's only 3 HP. Look at the health onto Quarantine. Very low here, but they are going to force WebOne to back out of that one, as it's 4 versus 3 now. Fua goes down. Koeitje goes down, and surprisingly, luzzu is getting picks where he really shouldn't have, and they're going to go back in. Are they even going to block the point? They might do. No, they're not going to be able to do it. As Lime picks that one up.
Oh, beautiful air shot on the dome on there. Soldier doing a really good job. He deserves it, but he's going to go down here. Oh, that was so unlucky. Kalho was like, why the hell did that demo not go down? But he was fully buffed. Got a beautiful air shot, and now they're in trouble with Quarantine. And they just need to get out.
I'm not 100% sure, but WebOne. Oh, well played to zooz. He did not drop Uber there. Scout came in from the back, hit him for 100 on the first shot, managed to hit before the second shot landed. Saw the decal running on his, running all over his back. Didn't manage to drop there. As a WebOne, they're probably going to lose out on this one, but it's irrelevant. Like, they have already picked this one up. They've been doing a very, very good job here in the first map. And I see people in chat being like, Quarantine is on the brink of folding. They probably haven't played. It doesn't really take away the credit that WebOne deserves for playing this well, though, Byte. Let's be fair.
No, of course. They're playing a full lineup here, Quarantine, and whether they're folding or not, they still played together an entire season, if not some of them together much longer. And WebOne, remember, they're coming through the ranks of Division 1 and showing everyone, like, you know, why they should be in Prem. They are putting up a very convincing display for lower tier Prem, putting out a finer statement at the very least. And yeah, I mean, I'm just looking at zooz's score. He has 96 points. One would only wonder if he actually stayed alive with those Ubers. Instead of dropping, he would be in the hundreds, like 105, 10, yeah.
Quite easy, yeah.
So he must have had a good game in terms of focusing the heals and prioritizing. So really good job to him. And like I said, that slice made up it for all.
Yeah, GGs are being exchanged now, and obviously, with about 30 seconds left on the clock, I was just waiting to see what the final score is going to be. Looking at how the teams are playing at the moment, it's probably going to be 6-3, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see. it was a lot closer than obviously 6-3 suggests, but it is still very convincing here from WebOne. Flip doing an absolutely fantastic job. Kouna, I think he, we've been displaying the damage per minute on the right side of your screen, ladies and gentlemen. You have obviously seen that. We've been displaying that. I think Kouna, from these 9 rounds, I think he's been on top pretty much all of them. And even in this one, like the very, very last, luzzu on top by far, but Kouna very solidly following up on a second point. And the one thing that I noticed out of all of those rounds, Fuo hasn't been up there in the damage per minute rankings once. He has not had a good game. Fuo did not catch a break. He's ending with a domination, but you can see with Kouna and luzzu both on 3 dominations, zooz on 2. They have a very solid combo that they work with, Byte.
Yeah, no, luzzu doing a really good job. In fact, to be honest, all of WebOne doing a really good job. All different roles. Pomme, obviously, everyone will say he's didn't pull his weight, but he was literally the distraction. Yeah, he was the distraction. And he did a really good job. But my man of the map there goes to kouna. I think he had an absolutely great game.
I think Kouna played absolutely
and Flip,
fantastic
obviously,
there.
but
Flip, but it's easy to give it to the scout, right? Because, like, obviously if a scout plays well, you see it a lot easier, and, like, when a demo plays well, you kind of need the support from the team. That makes sense?
Yeah.
But Kouna, I think he hit every single stick he right. Every time the damage had to come out, he did it. Got air shots where it was needed, protected his medic where it was needed. He played absolutely fantastic. I agree with you on that one. So, guys, that was the first map here in the best of 3 series. Next map, I see it being asked in chat, and you're probably wondering if people are sitting here watching this on the VODs, what is going to be the next map? Well, we're going to see it here in just a bit. It's probably going to be Process or something like that. I would not be surprised exactly because Quarantine has done a very, very, very good job on Process throughout the season, guys. So stay tuned to this one here on VanillaTV. Pledge and Byte an Animal going to be casting the second map in the best of 3 for the Premiership playoffs. Who's going to reach the Premiership? Is it going to be the newcomers WebOne coming out of Division 1 as the second placers, or is it going to be Quarantine defending their Premiership spots? They're trailing 1 map though. They did lose Badlands 6-3. So stay tuned here on VanillaTV for just a little bit right after this.